Okay, so good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to COMIT Conference 2025. Thank you very much to our breakfast sponsor, Innate. I've managed to have a few cookies, well, maybe a few more cookies than I should have had, and some tea, so that will keep us going a little bit further. So without further ado, what I need to do is to bring Stuart up to join me on the stage to get today kicked off. Superb. Thank you very much, Max. Before I really do start, I just want you to look at that man there, Max. He has been the human dynamo in the last week. Every day I have opened my inbox and had about 180 emails from Max to various people, organizing things, setting things up, chasing speakers, chasing presenters, chasing chairmen. Sorry, Max, I was late on some of my stuff. Oh my word. Thank you so much for everything and getting us all here. So, yes, we're going to crack on because we're a little bit late starting. So we will keep going. So welcome and housekeeping. So Stuart, give us a little bit of the ground rules for today.
First thing is that working?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, just testing. Okay, so the ground rules. We've just got a few here. There is no fire alarm scheduled, so if the alarm goes off, it's a real one. Please follow our instructions. We have some session information and agenda, which will be on the screens around the venue. Questions for speakers, please save them for the session, the Q&A session afterwards and on Slido. And each session, most of the sessions will be recorded.
Yeah.
We've had a little delay this morning trying to get the mechanics to work. We think they're working, but anyway. Oh, and the last thing there is please be punctual. We'll be punctual if you're punctual.
Well,
over to you, Ian.
We were almost punctual. My apologies. But we are getting there. Right. Okay. Oh, dear. Hang on. I've just gone and touched the screen. Never touched the screen. Right. Okay. A little bit about COMIT. So we've been around since 2003. I think most of you already know who we are and what we've done. We're a not-profit community, promotes innovation in the UK construction industry. UK construction is a very broad church. It covers anything from the oil and gas industry to the civil engineering industry to utilities, across the board to, well, quite frankly, if you've got something that you build or you operate it or you maintain it, then you have probably lots of things that you need to solve, lots of burning issues that you think that technology might help you. And so here we are bringing like-minded organizations together to do projects, to support the education of new technologies and new innovative methods, etc., and to get people together and get them talking. Our leadership team, ignore the ugly bloke on the left and the slightly strange bloke on the next left.
Oi.
But around here somewhere, you'll see Steve Slater from Waits, who's our chair for construction. You've met Max, the powerhouse, who is our chair for technology. And we have Emma. Where are you, Emma? There you are. Sorry. If I'm staring at you blankly, is because I've just put my reading glasses on so I can read what's going on here, which means I can't see anything that's going on around about 10 foot away. So yeah, sorry about that. But we've got Emma as well from Waits, who is delivering a lot of the stuff alongside Steve and Max and making sure that we stay in the right direction. The key for today, and with all the COMIT stuff, is that we enjoy what we do, we're learning, and we network. We have a Wi-Fi password, so copy that one down. So Unity Guest is the Wi-Fi, password is make sure that you've got a superb modern technology is wonderful. Anytime I go into a building, I see a whiteboard with stuff on it, it's like click. That might be useful in the future. The phone on your camera on your phone is just so handy. So make sure you've got that one. So where are we? So we are here in the main track. I'm standing around about here. Stuart's standing around about there, and you're sitting around about here. You've come through reception. You've arrived in the lifts. During the day, the Unity team, who are our hosts, are in here. They're doing an experience, which is really cool. So do go and visit them because there's some fantastic stuff they're up to. Track 2 will be in here. Main track is in here. And if I'm right, Max, we've got the AI guys in track 2. Brilliant. That's what I'll be presenting in the afternoon. And we've got the industrialized construction in the main track building here, room in here, which is going to be chaired by Sandy. And I'll introduce Sandy to you in a little while. The other track is going to be chaired by Neil. Where are you, Neil? There he is, the handsome fellow sitting at the bar. Right. Okay. Thank you once again to our venue sponsors, Unity. They really have given us great venues over the years and also an awful lot of support as we've been moving forward. We cover the breakfast sponsor in 8. Some of our gold sponsors. Okay. So Henderson Thomas Associates are our gold sponsor for today.
Give us a wave.
Thank you very much for the guys over there. Some really awesome. Go and talk to them. Try and lift that block. No, actually, don't try and lift that block because that's just insane. Go and have a chat to them. Look at the things that they've been doing, the structural, hear what they're going to present today. Yeah, engage. Myself and the team for the Royal Engineers, we're also gold sponsors again this year because we need to think about how we can get the innovations that we do in the construction industry into the military. Problem at the moment we have is if you go to the MOD procurement lines, you can add 5 zeros onto it. If you go through construction, you can take the 5 zeros off. It might be painted yellow, but hell, we just paint it green and then we can use it and we can save the taxpayer and everybody else a lot of money. So we're here to learn from you. Come and speak. Somebody like Matt there, wave your hand. Okay, and some of the Royal Engineer teams you'll see arriving a little bit later. Silver sponsors, Mortar. Okay, you'll be hearing from them a little bit later. Where are you? Hands up. Mortar guys. Oh, they're not quite here yet. They were the ones on the train. Shell, silver sponsor again this year. Fantastic. You'll be hearing from Martin and the team and David very, very shortly. Enable My team, been involved in these for a long time. They've had some great projects with us and Crossrail over the years. They're on the train as well. So make sure you get that Wi-Fi password plugged in because I need you to do a lot of tweeting and get the social media rolling. So hashtag commit 2025. Great, get it up on LinkedIn. Okay, so we rely on our members and our teams to help us to support venues like this. So when we do community days, when we do events, when we get together for meetings, we rely on you as members to help us to help you. So if you have a venue, similar sort of size, or a smaller venue we can use for other meetings or events or any sort of the project team stuff that's going on, please, you QR code here, expression of interest. Okay. Same thing for speakers. Okay. Okay. So event lineup. In a little while, we're going to have Chris Dill from COMIT, but Sandy's going to introduce him very shortly. There'll be a lunch and networking. There will be the exhibition space open. Go and talk to all the people there or our sponsors. Food and refreshments. Ooh. In that way to get your food, out that way to come and sit out here and enjoy a bit of networking. Our dinner sponsor are Alecosoft, and you'll hear from them as well in Sandy's stream here shortly. Right, okay, and this evening we have networking open bar. So I expect to see you here for a few beers, a little bit of retro gaming, which was great fun last year, and a bit of pizza. And that's the Unity guys in the, so yes, that's their real-time 3D in the room, which I pointed out earlier. Go and see them, go and have a chat. There we go, okay. And yeah, it's cool. I'm going in there. Right, okay, yep. There'll be host showcases running in there. you'll see what's what. The Experience Lounge, lots of presentation bits in there. Some cool stuff. I like it. Right. Okay. So we need to have a brief chat about the world and what's going on. Yeah. Okay. We're getting there. It's back. You're jumping ahead. Am I? It's another section. There's another section. Oh, blimey. Okay. So that's that proves me wrong for not looking at the slide deck properly. So AI in construction, it's very hot, but at the same time, it's very worrying because there is lots of things going on, lots of potential issues, but also lots of potential gains. There's a load of things going on. We need to take survey from you to find out what you're doing, what your problems are, what your worries are, what kind of things that we need to solve to help you to do what you need to do together rather than as individuals. So take the survey today because that information is going to go live and update the additional survey which we've already done, and we'll collate that information and bring it forward into the project group. Max, yours. Apologies.
No worries. Thank you, Ian. So you guys would have seen some of this last year, and I did tell you about my struggles with mental health last year. I am now on medication, and it's not something to be worried about. And the reason I'm telling you this is because we need to break down the stigma of mental health in the construction sector. It's still the biggest preventable cause of death in our sector. We've kind of plateaued. We've done a lot about preventable suicide, but it's plateaued over the last 2 years. So look to your left, look to your right. Chances are one of those people or yourself is suffering from mental health, whether that's stress, anxiety, depression, you name it. So be good. In the immortal words of Bill and Ted, be truly excellent to each other, but equally start talking about this. And one of the things that I encourage is look into mental health first aiders. So Emma, you're a fully qualified mental health first aider. I am too. It was an innovation that came through Crossrail and Thames Tideway. We had people on site with green helmets. So if someone is in crisis, they knew exactly who they could go and speak to. Really useful, but it's not just the people on site. People are suffering in offices as well. So please spread the word. Get Construction Talking, fantastic a sort of a group that's come out of the B1M, Fred Mills. So I'm going to play a quick video from Fred to give you a bit more background.
Not many people know this, but behind the scenes, I'm somebody who has struggled with their mental health and indeed continues to struggle with their mental health. It's not an easy thing for me to talk about, but it's talking about it that's made it more manageable, that's helped me to keep a lid on it, to find a way through and to learn to live with what I'm going through. Along my journey, I came to realise that construction's biggest killer is in fact poor mental health. That's why I created the Get Construction Talking initiative, teaming the B1M up with Procore to raise awareness and drive action around construction's mental health crisis and to support the 5 construction mental health charities who are doing such a good job to try and move the dial on this issue. I'm really proud that so far we've held events on 3 different continents. We've run awareness campaigns on the London Underground and in New York's Times Square, and also raised over $690,000 for construction's mental health charities worldwide, which is awesome. And I can't thank everyone that's donated so far enough for that. This year, we're hosting the Construction Mental Health Summit at the Gherkin in London, right under that glass dome at the top of that skyscraper, a truly awesome venue. It's going to be a really good, important day. The goal here is to bring all of the industry together, quite literally under one glass roof, to talk about this issue, to check in, see where we are, and see what action we need to take next. We've got organisations like UK Parliament in the UK, contractors like Gardner Builders from the US, the Association of General Contractors from the US, and many partners supporting us as well. Many of the partners you see on screen right now are backing and supporting this event, which is absolutely fantastic. It's free to attend. As I said, it's at the top of the Gherkin. Registration places are limited. If you can't make it or if you can't get a ticket, please don't worry. You can follow along on social media. You can also head over to getconstructiontalking.org, which contains all kinds of resources, including our free action plan, which sets out 5 steps that either individuals or team leaders can start taking today for free to start making a difference on this issue. I really hope to see you guys there on the 30th of September, but if you can't make it, please do show your support on social media or by taking action through our action plan.
So you don't need to be a mental health expert. Small things like downloading that pack and circulating that within your teams is a great place to start. So thank you again. Be truly excellent to each other.
Thanks, Max. Oh, there we go. There's the clicker. Right. Okay. So now's the time that we're going to have a bit of a chat about today and what's going on. I mean, Stuart will, I'll give you a bit of doom and Stuart will give you a bit of happiness. It's that dopamine curve that makes us move. So I had a look at what's going on in the world. Gordon Bennett. So we meet today, okay, at a moment of profound uncertainty. Around us, the world strains under a weight of crisis. The climate is growing more unstable every year. Conflict is tearing the fabric of nations. Crime and corruption is hollowing out trust, and politics are very much divided, polarized, and paralyzed. Economies are stumbling under a lot of the fragmentation and inefficiencies that we see. These are not distant headlines. These are the storms that buffer each and every one of you in every business and every project that we undertake. So at the same time, technology is racing forward with unprecedented speed. Artificial intelligence is rewriting the limits of human endeavor. Industry 4.0 is reshaping the way we work and produce. Yet for all this promise, there is a danger. That we remain fragmented, clinging to a lot of outdated methods, reluctant to share risk or to change course. And if we do, we will not only fail ourselves, but we will fail generations who must inherit what we build. Our industry, all our industries, are the bedrock of civilization. Without resilient infrastructure, without safe and sustainable construction, human life itself will falter. To meet the scale of today's threats, we cannot tinker at the edges. We must modernize. We must industrialize. And above all, we've got to do this together. The task before us is not modest. It is nothing less than to rebuild trust, to embrace innovation, and to unite owners, operators, supply chains, and technologists together in that shared purpose. We must harness the twin forces of artificial intelligence and industrialized construction. We can deliver efficiency and resilience and sustainability that the world so desperately needs. But let us be clear on this. The risks of all of these things are great. But greater still is the peril of us doing nothing. If we are bold, if we are united, then perhaps, just perhaps, we can not only save our industries, but safeguard the built environment, the very foundation upon which human life depends. So the time for hesitation in all this is over. The time for shared endeavour is now. Stuart.
Thank you, Ian. And we swap places.
We can indeed.
Okay. So with all that doom and gloom, there were a few positives in there. We have some great opportunities. And with the endeavour, let's just talk about what we can do. There are a lot of people here today who are very optimistic about what they can bring, how we can network to leverage better opportunities. With the rapid pace of technological advancement, so there's a few big mouthfuls here. That's why I've written it down. We are transforming the construction industry, but slowly. We're making very complex processes more simple and more efficient. With modern methods, tools, and digital solutions, we can provide clear, easy to follow directions. By reducing errors, enabling shorter project schedules without compromising quality. So with greater certainty of outcomes and budgets, our project teams can plan and execute with improved accuracy, minimizing risks and unexpected cost. In addition, with enhanced safety systems, we've seen what AI can do, supported by consistent procedures and reliable data. We can create a safer working environment while ensuring high quality results which are seamless and guarantee continuity across all stages of the process. Ultimately, these innovations lead to more predictable projects with stronger collaborations, more satisfied clients who can trust in the reliability and excellence of the final outcome. So the best bit is what we're about to see today and tomorrow. Proof, opportunity. We've got some fantastic sessions lined up for you. I won't say any more. Let's just roll the show.
Brilliant. Thanks,
Ian.
Stuart. So just so you know what's going on, we're going to have the keynote in here. And I'm going to hand over to Sandy, who is going to be chairing not only the keynote, but also through the session, which is going to be going on in this part. After the keynote, it's your opportunity to choose between the industrialized construction stream, which is here, and the AI stream, which will be in the kind of like the far left corner. So it's your opportunity to move there. And whilst we're just warming that up, I need to make sure that the presenters for those streams just have a quick check with Max to make sure everything is all good for your stream, the right presentation is in the right place at the right time, and your notes are in your hand and not on the computer, because we need to make sure all is going well. So without further ado, and I think we've clawed back 10 minutes of time, which is quite handy. So we're only 5 minutes over now. I need to introduce to you the chair for the industrialized construction track and also the today's keynote. So Sandy is principal engineer. She's got over 20 years international experience looking at engineering project management, technical assurance and high-risk industries. And boy, has she got some high-risk industries behind us. Some extremely high risk. She also serves with myself and the Royal Engineers, looking at specialist things that we do to help support infrastructure and that world around us. A couple of little fun facts about Sandy before she comes up here. She likes to spend her time on the boulder wall. She also likes to put on heavy packs and run up and down the South Downs. Man, absolutely insane. You've seen the hills behind here. Some of them are quite steep. But also means that she likes to play and understand and become very accurate with knives, tomahawks, oh my word, and of course the Army's assault rifle session. So Sandy, come up and the floor is yours to introduce our keynote.
Thank you, Ian.